One of the leading independent software vendors in educational domain was planning to expand their database system serving as a backend for the Java application. They were considering to add a PostgreSQL running at AWS RDS as a new database platform to their original system based on Oracle. We came out with a proof of concept that included migration and unification services covering the major steps of typical Oracle to PostgreSQL migration projects. Also, we changed the architecture of the customer's Java application so that they could opt for the compatibility with Oracle or PostgreSQL on the Compilations tab. Let's take a closer look at the technical details of this database migration and unification project. Delivering the proof of concept, we selected one of the largest customers' database schemas that included a wide range of database structures and objects. Converting this schema, we found the chain of dependent objects. We had to analyze each of these objects to decide whether we need to convert them as a part of the task or not. Considering the deadlines, we needed to clarify the boundaries and the underlying database objects. Only after we defined the reasonable scope of objects for conversion could we proceed to the next step. We used the AWS Schema Conversion tool to automate the conversion. SCT did a great job converting 90% of the source database code. On the next step, we needed to extract the SQL code from the original application that was built on Grails and Hibernate frameworks. The built-in SCT application converter couldn't handle the Grails syntax correctly and extracted a lot of unnecessary code snippets that were initially commented. Thus, we created a reusable tool to look through application code and extract queries and put them in XML. Then we analyzed the extracted code and classified it into 4 categories. Doesn't require modification and can be used in PostgreSQL without conversion. Requires unification and can be used both with Oracle and PostgreSQL. Can be automatically converted using AWS SCT. Requires manual conversion, less than 5% of the source code. We brought all duplicated code fragments to a separate file that will be used during the compilation step. So, the customer just needed to select the right database platform to build an application compatible with Oracle or PostgreSQL. After completing the database schema conversion and application remediation, we needed to move the data to the new PostgreSQL database. We created the ETL scripts to automate the data migration. Then we needed to set up the data replication from the old Oracle database to the new PostgreSQL database. After moving the data to the target database, we converted the existing scripts and jobs to run in AWS against PostgreSQL. As a result, we managed to build an ultimate system running both on Oracle and PostgreSQL platforms. Therefore, our customer received the following benefits: the documentation including a set of best practices for developing the source code of the Java application to ensure compatibility with Oracle and PostgreSQL, meeting the performance requirements by optimizing the unified Java application code, reduced licensing costs due to the successful migration to PostgreSQL of the whole database system. For our next steps with our customer, we plan to address the security policies required for the application certification. The open-source PostgreSQL database doesn't provide the original Oracle security features, so we'll need to implement them manually. Thanks for watching this video. Check our blog for more information.